Hello and welcome to your second weekly report. Your first weekly report was presented in the last video and it was about interviews that have already taken place in the DV 2025 program so far. Now, this second report is about interviews that are scheduled to take place during the month of May 2025. And as usual, I'm here to share with you the highest case number ranges where those interviews are scheduled. So let's go into it. And today we begin in Tokyo, Japan, where the highest case number that is currently scheduled for interview in the month of May has increased to 6,100 plus. That's for the Asia region, and for the Europe region, it has increased to 8,600 plus case number range. Libreville, Gabon remains at 29,600 plus. Havana, Cuba remains at 2,200 plus. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the Africa region remains at 24,000 plus. La Paz, Bolivia remains at 2,100 plus. In New Delhi, India, still there are no diversity visa interviews scheduled. In Kuwait, the Africa region remains at 26,500 plus. In Yerevan, Armenia, the Asia region has increased to 6,400 plus, and the Europe region has also increased to 15,900 plus. In Manama, Bahrain, the Africa region remains at 29,500 plus. Tbilisi, Georgia remains at 15,900 plus. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Africa region has increased to 34,700 plus, and the Asia region has also increased to 6,200 plus. In Lagos, Nigeria, still there are no diversity visa interviews scheduled. In Ankara, Turkey, the Africa region remains at 10,100 plus, the Asia region remains at 5,300 plus, and the Europe region remains at 9,100 plus. Tirana, Albania remains at 15,700 plus. In Beirut, Lebanon, still there are no diversity visa interviews scheduled. In Frankfurt, Germany, the Africa region remains at 31,600 plus, the Asia region remains at 6,400 plus, the Europe region remains at 15,800 plus, and the Oceania region remains at 500 plus. In Harare, Zimbabwe, currently there are no diversity visa interviews scheduled. Luanda, Angola has increased to 33,500 plus. Islamabad, Pakistan has increased to 5,900 plus, that's for the Asia region, whereas the Europe region remains at 6,100 plus. In Djibouti, the Africa region has increased to 34,900 plus, and the Asia region has also increased to 6,400 plus. Kinshasa, the DRC remains at 10,100 plus. Lilongwe, Malawi remains at 26,600 plus. In Cairo, Egypt, the Africa region has increased to 34,900 plus, whereas the Europe region remains at 14,000 plus. In Doha, Qatar, the Africa region has increased to 34,900 plus, while the Asia region remains at 5,800 plus. Rangoon, Burma has increased to 5,900 plus. Abidjan, Ivory Coast remains at 24,100 plus. Suva, Fiji has increased to 1,500 plus. A reminder that these are the highest case number ranges where interviews are currently scheduled to take place during the month of May 2025 at your different embassies and consulates. We continue with Amman, Jordan, and at that embassy, the Africa region remains at 26,500 plus, while the Asia region has increased to 6,100 plus. Cotonou, Benin remains at 31,000 34,300 plus. Algiers, Algeria remains at 34,400 plus. In Mumbai, India, the Africa region has increased to 31,700 plus, while the Asia region is currently at 5,500 plus. Dakar, Senegal remains at 23,100 plus. In Abu Dhabi, the UAE, the Africa region remains at 15,300 plus. The Asia region remains at 6,300 plus, and the Europe region remains at 4,100 plus. Napoli, Italy remains at 13,500 plus. That's for the Europe region. In Paris, France, the Africa region has increased to 33,800 plus, while the Europe region remains at 15,900 plus. In Kathmandu, Nepal, the Africa region remains at 8,300 plus, and the Asia region remains at 6,100 plus. Lomé, Togo has increased to 31,500 plus. Johannesburg, South Africa has also increased to 33,900 plus. Nairobi, Kenya remains at 11,000 plus. Freetown, Sierra Leone remains at 7,800 plus, but with one case scheduled from the 28,800 plus case number range. In London, the UK, the Africa region has increased to 33,700 plus. The Asia region remains at 4,800 plus. The Europe region remains at 15,400 plus, and the Oceania region remains at 1,200 plus. Kigali, Rwanda remains at 34,700 plus. Accra, Ghana remains at 29,800 plus. Colombo, Sri Lanka remains at 6,400 plus. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia remains at 26,500 plus. Yaoundé, Cameroon has increased to 28,600 plus. Monrovia, Liberia has also increased to 34,900 plus. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania remains at 13,700 plus. In Montreal, Canada, the Africa region has increased to 33,300 plus. The Asia region has also increased to 6,200 plus. The Europe region remains at 15,500 plus, and the Oceania region remains at 1,300 plus. That's at the Montreal, Canada Embassy. Lusaka, Zambia remains at 27,700 plus. And finally, Casablanca, Morocco is currently at 20,800 plus case number range. So those are the highest case number ranges where interviews are currently scheduled at your different embassies and consulates. And as I said at the beginning, those interviews are to take place during the month of May 2025. Thanks for watching this second weekly report. Look out for your next video very soon on this channel. Until then, God willing, goodbye.